Why do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
Step closer.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants.
What was the +6? I got my shit together. My shit is compressed.
Marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
So in theory, I could have started the game and done this in the first 5 minutes. Instead of taking, now on our 4th stream, on the 2nd day in game. All right, let's start from the bottom and work our way up. Inspect the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic.
Yeah.
The clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding.
It's said it was a security guard.
An array of interlocking plates.
It's like body armor.
Delicate and fragile. They feel alien to the world around you. Out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor. Possibly part of a larger set.
They aren't just boots, are they? This is the armor he was stripped of.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
All right, now I gotta go and listen to some sabaton. What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Where's the rest of it? Scavenged by the locals?
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't.
Oh, that's interesting. So based on Kim's dialogue here, he is supposing that this man was hanged with his body armor and then people picked off the bits and pieces. But for some reason, not the boots? Maybe his feet swelled too much. I had assumed he had been stripped of his armor and then hung. Which might still be the case. Maybe I'm a better detective than Kim. He's still not maxed out on his cool points yet. Remember that.
We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually...
Oh, no! I don't want to talk to Cuno! Fuck. And I got 2 things to talk to him about. God damn it. Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there was no rest of the armor. I mean, no, that doesn't make any sense, but maybe he was stripped before he was killed sort of does. We'd still want to go looking for the bits and pieces, though.
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes.
Oh.
They had to remove the jeans and shirt we found to get to it.
Right,
And
okay.
this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
Is it really? It looks so bulky. That would be... Alright.
Nice. That makes sense.
Sure. What if they told him to strip before they hung him, to demean him?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties, and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Fucking talking about underpants.
This fucking kid, man.
Clearly, Cuno would like to interject something here, but there's not enough for him to hold on to.
Alright, the material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Maybe we can pawn the boots.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Ka-ching, baby! Nod to the boots. That's what I was thinking.
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
I mean, what are boots if not hubcaps for the feet? Just saying, Kim.
What was that about the constabulatory before? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit the lieutenant in a conspiracy.
If this constabulatory is dragging their feet, why not start ourselves before more good men die?
So they don't get shot in the foot? I think our extremities are fine without a dead man's boots.
Oops. Well, no one said it would work. Back to detecting now.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
Initial report?
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
Maybe I did. Who knows? I haven't actually read all my case notes. I should probably do that, actually.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock on the boots. Surely that's going to do something useful.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side
Oh!
of a porcelain cup.
I see, yep.
The pry bar in your hand is itching for some action.
Yeah, let's see how tough this armor is. I'm going to swing the pry bar at the boot.
The metal connects with the same ding.
It's a very satisfying sound.
Does not appear to get louder.
Did you hear that? A click?
Yes, like dice rolling. I've been rolling a lot of dice and mostly failing.
This is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads the incoming energy horizontally, from plate to plate. When the plates connect, there's a click. That's the sound you heard. See these lines?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates.
This is like mail.
There are hundreds of them altogether, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
This is really a lot more detail about these boots than I expected. Run your finger over the lines.
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination: E50, 100, 1000.
Looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
He dips the drying ball point of his pen on his tongue.
X5415 6745 678222. Let's lie.
Listen, drama, I love you. But that seems like a terrible thing to decide to do right now. Why would we do this? What I'm hoping is if I did lie, can we be like, that doesn't seem right, it doesn't fit the right format. And be like, oh, you're right, it's this. I'm not going to lie to Kim. Although I am so curious. But no, not this one. I'm going to read what it actually says.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done.
Oh, cool.
The station can chase it for us.
I'm going to pull the boot off now.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
I mean, I'm worried about some decomposing sludge being in the boot. No, I'm going to grab the boot under your arm and pull. It's fine.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Ah, okay. Now I understand.
Stop!
Looks at you with the boot in your arm.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it?
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
This is a weird set of options. I'm going to pull his head off, right?
Yes, that's what I say.
Yeah.
You'll compromise the coroner's case if you do. So please, don't.
Yeah. Well, you help me. Hold on to his thigh.
Indeed, from this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more. Being dead for a week has all but liquefied his muscles.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that?
I don't know why we're hanging on to this boot so long. Why didn't I just drop it immediately? These boots would go super well with my bell-bottom pants. The advanced enemy technology, we should conduct research in their weakness. Are we not detectives? There may be clues inside the boot. Which is mostly what I was thinking would happen. But we can wait until we've taken the body down, perhaps. Expensive, I thought I could pawn these, earn some lucker. I mean, also that. That constabulary thing I said before with dead guys. I want to protect them. I'm sorry, I didn't even want to take them off, just thought I'd try. No. Are we not detectives? There may be clues inside the boots, but we can wait until the body comes down. But I'm going to say this is my reason. Because This is actually what I expected. I thought maybe we can pawn him for a few extra bucks as a bonus, but I assumed we might maybe get a lead here. Especially if they were stripping him down and looking for something. Although presumably they found whatever they're looking for if they stopped before pulling off his boots.
How many clues do you need? You already found a number. Besides...
Lots, all the clues! Kim, I decided to be an actual detective today. Why are you giving me shit for it? What is going on?
There's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
Okay, that does explain why his boots are still there.
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
There's a couple of times now where it says like, oh, you're doing this with the... I don't actually know how to like separate from the lieutenant yet. I'm assuming it's something that's going to happen, but I'm going to accept steal a dead man boots. That would be dishonorable. Refuse for honor. No. Pfft. Honor and an empty sack is worth the sack. I think that's one of the rules of acquisition. But this sounds like a plan.
The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
I don't think the microphone probably picked up those finger crack sounds. What's going to happen to the boots then?
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
Fine. We can back off. Look at the corpse.
Cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso covered in tattoos and extremities blotched pink.
And inspect the belt, which I'm assuming is the cargo belt here, because he doesn't appear to be wearing an actual belt. I said he's just in his underpants.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
Always possible he didn't die from hanging either, right? He could have been killed and then hanged.
This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under six-rotor airships.
Six-rotor airships? Lore drop. Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo. Kim's probably going to be like, dude, everyone knows that.
Airlifting?
Ooh.
I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is the reinforced kind for air transport. My brain tells me so. Then again, what do I know? I don't even know what an airship is. You know what? We're gonna leak a little bit of what goes on inside our head to Kim a little bit more. My brain tells me this.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
So we're still assuming the dock workers from the harbor did it.
I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
No, you feel like it was something else. But what?
Don't ask me. I'm just lumbering from one moment to the next. I mean, literally true, yes. Honestly, part of me thinks the murder, again, totally mundane and is the most boring part of the game. You know, it's going to be one of these things where the murder itself is meaningless. It's just about everything else going on. Or maybe it's huge. I'm just going to say, I feel like it was something else. My brain tells me so.
Yes, it often is. This bed worries me.
They sure want him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
Just, are you going to make me climb up the goddamn tree and then probably die because I fail at all the physical checks? How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
He points to the buckle tying the belt to the branch above. Did they climb using the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splinters.
I'm going to have to work with the goddamn kids.
I think the last
I don't want to work with the goddamn kids.
Pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle. Yeah, which would... I mean, I don't know about a lasso. It could be a lasso, or they could have flung it around, like looped it around, and then buckled it, and then zipped it up. But
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
all right, let's back up and look at the corpse.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp, and torso covered.
Let's inspect those tattoos. There's a lot of tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
That's a crazy tattoo.
His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Yeah, is this a national pattern? Like, that's what I'm wondering about.
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
We're missing something here.
I agree.
A sudden ring fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that?
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Shit, Cuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
He produces two metal-capped ampoules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
Oh, really?
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
Wait on, let me make some bunny ears behind the corpse. He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting, then...
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
Oh, it's like a Polaroid. When I was young, I had a camera that used like flashbulb, like ampoules like that for the flash. It was ridiculous. Like one shot flash and the bulb would burn itself out. Literally, like that was the design of it. I mean, there's some other old timers in the chat. I know some of you will experience that. It's one of these things that's like ridiculous to explain to like kids, like and makes you feel old, right? I mean, to a certain extent, a lot of them have never seen a film camera, but they're at least aware of the film as a thing. But to say that, like, you don't understand, the flash was a bulb, you'd click, then you take it and throw it away. By the way, you're welcome for us handing you a shitty Earth. It came in a cube, so you got 4 flash out of them. Yeah, you could do those that rotated. And there was another one that was sort of like a stick-like cartridge that I think maybe the one I saw had maybe had 5 of them or something like that. They would just do one at a time. Ridiculous. Yeah, mailing away your film to get developed. Yep. Sound of shrill flash followed by breaking a small glass ampoule. Yeah.
In
Okay.
case we need it.
Mm-hmm. The lieutenant says and shakes the paper. No, don't shake it. And that song, Shake It Like a Polaroid Photo. No, you don't shake it. That's how you get streaks in your goddamn Polaroid. Letting it dry in the cold wind on a color perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. It is cool that as like it's printed on top though. Yeah, cool machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
Super cool. What do you need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
I'm very responsible. Says the guy who pawned his own gun and lost his badge and his police uniform and his case notes. Hey, at least I found those. Hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper,
It's a good line.
teeming with opportunistic organisms.
I don't look him in the eye. I don't know why.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Tell me, who are you, dead man? Talked in your dream. Very high. No, I'm not very high. I swore it off. Watch me fail this.
I'm gone.
Where have you gone? No, I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
There's nothing funny about you.
There is nothing funny about jokes either.
Who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Slow down there, Oedipus. I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Coppo.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where is that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
I can't get the compartment in my ledger open.
The blue heart. Oh, that's good shit. You'll love it. Just press down and fuck it open like you always do.
Okay. So press down, so it's like a childproof pill bottle?
Fuck it hard. Corpo the clown.
He means force. It'll work.
So what is happening exactly right now?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your
Black, frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
imagination.
Imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
Thanks, Necktie. I appreciate you.
He loves those
Why do I love questions so much?
because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up. Copperoonie, Rooney.
Is my name Rooney? No, it's Harry.
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Rooney is obviously not who I am.
Between you and me, your name is probably Harry.
I feel like I've been getting a lot of Harry lately. I do, actually.
You might be onto something there.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, Brother Copo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
I wonder if this is passing in real time, and Kim is just wondering why I'm like staring so intently at this dead man. I don't have anything else to do. This case is all I have. Because he told me, nod towards Kim. Maybe this lead to something indescribable, unforeseen, miraculous. The clown lips on the corpse appears to smile. The face rotates before you slowly.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
Shut up!
A child born with
Goddamn.
Moore's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
What? I mean, honestly, yeah. I'm hoping I can still say this, but myself in the bathroom mirror.
There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a feather, you and I. Soon you will be just like me. Just keep drinking and having a good time. It's a matter of weeks.
No, I totally gave that up now. I've been clean and sober for an hour and a half.
Feeling nausea, Vomiting? Tenderness or pain around the liver area? Tiny red lines on the skin above waist level? More like days, Coppo. The clock is ticking.
Oh.
Your liver tells you so.
Hang on, I'm gonna come back here.
A child
This?
born with
Yeah.
Muller's disease,
I'm gonna
Harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
I'm gonna click this and see what it does.
You sure we got out of that one? Coppellini.
Yeah. All right, enough.
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Well, the dialogue didn't match this text, but awesome. I'm gonna squint and take a step back, take in the full picture.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem.
Hanging down
You
his
can
hands.
use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration?
Observe.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
His face and hands are pink. Thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Relax your eyes.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet, neck are discolored. Something is coming out of him. He's beaten up. See the bruises? Actually, that's kind of interesting. He's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem.
Oh,
Maybe
well,
even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
some fucking asshole has been throwing rocks at this guy. Yeah, that's what you mean to say, right, Kim? Right?
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Cuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
All right, I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
Yeah, it seems like a lynching to me.
Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption. But we should still get him down before assigning a probable cause of death.
I still want to say I think he's dead.
I agree.
There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently. His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Deep.
Totally dead.
The world no longer stores his personality in its composition. There was a time for that, and it ended 7 days ago. Better not say that. Too heavy. Totally. This Buster's not come back. Deady dead, dead, dead. What is dead anyway? I'm going with number one for sure.
That sounds about right, yes.
He nods in agreement with this advanced piece of conceptualization, having mulled it over. Yeah. Something seems to be coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud
Blech.
below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
Dude, I've already thrown up like 4 times trying to approach this corpse. I don't want to do it again.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
I mean, yeah. We got lucky? Did we get lucky? Oh, that he didn't have more in him, I guess?
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
No, you're right, Kim. We're going to back off and catch our breath.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you.
No, Willies, this isn't a rerun. We just never managed to successfully approach the corpse before. We went the entire first day without ever inspecting the corpse because I couldn't stop throwing up when approaching it. So how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
All right, we'll step back and have another look first.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso covered in tattoos. and extremities blotched pink.
I have something I need to know, Corpus Man.
Of course.
No, apparently I don't.
Come back later,
Okay,
Corporal.
preliminary examination is done. Let's get him down from here.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to
I also have chain cutters.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Yeah, we could saw the branch. We'd have to get up there. I did think about just shooting the rope. We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Can't someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
Yeah, good idea. Let's call the police.
What was that about processing, then? Weren't they supposed to take care of the boots? Why don't they help?
Yeah, can't the boys from processing take care of this?
No.
Why?
Think of the boys from processing as murderers.
Okay,
Only
they're murderers.
Instead of people, they murder crime scenes. Processing is a wrecking crew. They know how to commission off items and how to work the incinerator in the morgue. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Maybe we can shoot him down?
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
You know, if I just yoink on his boots some more and his head pops off, everything will come down. It'll be fine. We can just do that.
How?
With a buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
I mean, it's still steel reinforced. But sure, there.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the Cuno with some shit.
Now I don't want to do it.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss, Cuno!
I might need a drink to steady my hand.
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
What's the worst that could happen? What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, I don't have my gun, but presumably Kin does.
I'll blow his head off.
Oh, you're shooting right there. I thought you were shooting up here. Okay.
Take it! Take the shot!
If the Kunos think it's a good idea, it's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, take the shot. Cuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks.
We got like muskets here. How did this become a serious option? I know, right?
That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzleloader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Could I move first? Could I move? I like my hat. Also my head. Also I'm worried about tinnitus. Possibly not all in that order. Easy does it, partner.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
he feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Okay, empathy.
Fucking idiot! Mukabat asshole!
Cuno could have hit it easy, but then Cuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
These fucking kids. No. What now? Nope. Just going for number 4. What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Can I have the gun? I should try. Kim, Kim, can I have the gun? Kim, can I have the gun? Can I have the gun? Kim? So first, he lends me his pen. Listen, maybe I could ask for help from the harbor?
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
I agree. Let's reconsider.
What other options? The corpse twists on the belt like chicken on a skewer.
Can I have the gun?
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
Then he shrugs and proceeds to load the pistolet.
Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
I won't lose the gun. What kind of person you take me for? I would never.
They only have one gun.
We have to share. Because I don't know where mine is. Watch it. We won't be able to do this until I find my gun.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Cuno's ever seen.
Okay, that one's fair. I can't disagree this time, Cuno. We have a skill point, which might be relevant here.
Fucking banana pointer. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
It's probably going to be a goddamn savoir-faire check. No, probably hand-eye coordination. I don't think I'm going to put a point in it. Do I want to spend my skill point right away on something? Let me wait and see how this shakes up first. We're going to feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal
Bakelite.
is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Cuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
This seems so stupid. I love it. Yeah, no, I know what Bakelite is. Yeah. Had Bakelite phone in our house.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Do not engage with the stupid child. It will not help. No, we're not. We're not actually. Let's close one eye.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the morning light as the corpse slowly rotates. The slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directing the gun sync up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Fuck it, let's do it. Oh! Oh!
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel.
That's real bad.
Goes numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude.
That was the worst shot ever.
Blood. Only a murky sludge dripping down his belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
It's not like hand the gun back to Kim. It's like, so we should go talk to him at the harbor, right? Yeah, I think we should do that.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry. I knew it. What a mulker.
There's something wrong with your weapon, Lieutenant. It keeps missing.
The armistice is sufficiently precise, officer, especially at close range.
Yeah, I think this guy was shot. There's going to be so many questions down at the precinct.
It's not the gun's fault you can't shoot. It's your pig hands.
Pigs don't have hands. They have, like, fucking hooves or something.
Oh, now they're going to fight each other.
Cuno has hands. Cuno can shoot that shit down for you.
Lieutenant, I think we should entrust Cuno with your service weapon. He says he can shoot it. No! No! We're not giving you the gun, kid. Don't...
That's preposterous. What are you, a fucking earl?
We still need to get him down somehow.
Yeah, if only we could find a ladder. You know, like our solution is like, let's try shooting our gun at this. We could just go looking for a fucking ladder.
The bad way. The way I didn't want us to.
Yeah.
By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
How do we get inside the harbor?
From the gates. By negotiating or fighting. Or we can try the secret route we found, where your cloak is. It looked doable.
Uh-huh. I'm just gonna hurt myself again.
To the gates.